There is a saying that has been used for generations: learn from your mistakes. For most people, before they can succeed at something, they must fail first. When it comes to school, the same ideas apply. That is why today I will be explaining why every teacher should allow 2 attempts at a test. My reasoning behind that is that teachers will get the most out of their students, it will look better on a teacher, and it will help teach important life lessons. In school, it isn't always about the percentage or your letter grade. It is about what you are getting out of a class and if you're enjoying the material that is being taught. If teachers change over to allowing 2 attempts at a test, they will most definitely get all out of the students. Students will prepare the same way as they always do. Some will study hard, some will study a little, and some won't study at all. If a student doesn't pass the first attempt or doesn't get the grade they're hoping for, they will go back into the PowerPoints to try to fully understand the spots that they missed or the mistakes that they made. This will ensure the students are actually learning the material that is put in front of them. This will also encourage them to do better. Many students do feel discouraged if they fail a test, and it changes their specific views on a class for the rest of the semester. A second attempt on a test may change that attitude. The great Michael Jordan once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life. That is why I succeed." Teachers may get the most out of their students, but it is a two-way street. Teachers will also benefit from this. Their class's overall grade scale will go up. If a student goes on Rate My Professor and sees that kids were getting good grades, 2 attempts on a test, and students learned and enjoyed the material, that professor's class will fill up in 5 minutes, which will guarantee him or her a job. The ultimate goal for a teacher is for a student to come back 20 years after college and thank them because the lessons they learned and the material they learned in that class helped them in their future. As it states in the article, Understanding a Teacher's Long-Term Impact by Yoki Terada, as every teacher knows, they teach not just content, but a range of skills students will need to be successful as adults. For us students, we already know some of those skills are dedication and effort, but there are many life lessons we have not even realized we have learned yet. Life lessons are one of the most important aspects of school. Being given a second attempt on a test can teach many things that have not been explored yet by teachers and students. For example, I am a horrible math student and I have never done well on math tests. For a kid like me to have a second attempt on a math exam, it could make the world of difference for the class, for the semester, and for my overall GPA. If I pass the second time around, it is an encouragement to not give up or a wow, see, you can do it. Confidence is a huge thing that is taken out of school and brought into the real world. Going into a class with the confidence you can pass is a huge thing. Having that second attempt on a test will boost the student's confidence. I also feel being given 2 attempts on a test changes the perspective of students. You aren't always given a second shot in life, but right here and right now you are, so take full advantage of it. Malcolm Forbes once said, "Failure is a success if we learn from it." Before deciding on a topic, I went around and asked my friends what they thought about 2 attempts on a test, and many of them were all for it. One of their main reasons was it is easier because they will have the answers from the first test. I told them that the tests were similar but not the same, but you do have the chance to see the types of questions you got wrong, so you can go back into the PowerPoints and study those questions you got wrong. They also said they are more likely to do better in the class, and I replied, yes, you are. But you are also more likely to retain and understand the information and material that is being taught because you're going back the second time around to learn from the mistakes you made. As you can see, there are many questions that can be brought up with giving students a second attempt, but there's always logical reasoning. To conclude, in life, failure is not defined by one mistake or one poor performance on one project or in one relationship. To be able to learn from your mistakes is considered a success. In school, that same philosophy should apply. You shouldn't think of yourself as a failure because you didn't or couldn't perform well on one test. Can you imagine being deemed a failure for the rest of your life as a result of one poor performance? Thank you.